rising to a modest height of 562 feet above the mighty river Brahmaputra. The hill on which the temple stands commands a magnificent view of the entire city. Several smaller shrines and temples dedicated to Kala Bhairava, Shiva, and other Hindu deities are also located in its vicinity. Kamrup, Kamakya has been the seat of the powerful tantric cult in India. Situated atop in the Nilachal Hill in Guwahati, it is one of the 108 Shakti Peethas of the country. Kamakya came into existence after the female genital law of Sati, the great mother goddess, fell when Vishnu started dismembering her body to force her inconsolable husband Shiva into performing his divine duties again. Legend has it that King Daksha had organized a sacrificial rite to which he invited all the deities except Shiva. In fact, Daksha had done it deliberately to insult Shiva. Sati, being the daughter of Daksha, came uninvited during the ceremony. Daksha began to speak ill of Shiva, unable to bear the insults heaped on her husband. Sati immolated herself. The meditation of Shiva, who is omnipresent, was distributed. Furious, he descended on Daksha and his kinsmen and destroyed them. With the dead body of his beloved Sati on his shoulders, he started the dance of destruction, Tandava. In his attempt to calm down Shiva and save the world from ruin, Vishnu sent forth his chakra to cut Sati's dead body. The reproductive organ of Sati, the yoni, fell at the spot where the temple of Kamakya stands today. When the yoni of Sati fell on the hill where the temple stands, the hill turned blue and came to be known as Nilachal, Blue Mountain. The name of the place Kamrup, Kamakya, was given by Narakasur, the demon king. He made Kamakya his patron deity. The original temple was built by Kamdev, the god of love, with the help of the celestial architect Vishwakarma. Tradition has it that once in every year the spring waters at Kamakya turn red and the temple remains closed. Kamakya, the mother goddess, is supposed to enter her period of menstruation. Cloth offerings brought from nearby devotees are soaked in the waters and distributed as prasad. The Kamakya temple dates back to the first millennium during the time of Kamarupa. The Allahabad rock inscriptions of Samudragupta mention the existence of the temple. King Narayan of Kuch Behar rebuilt the temple in 1665 after invaders destructed it. There are 7 oval spires in the temple, each topped by the 3 golden pitchers. The entrance spirals down to a curvy path which ultimately connects to the main temple. Carved images of gods and goddesses could be seen on the structures. Chilarai of Kuch dynasty constructed the present temple structure in 1565. There are 3 major chambers in the temple. The middle chamber is a square with a small idol of goddess Kamakya, which was later addition to the temple. The middle chamber leads to a sanctum in the form of a cave. The western large chamber is rectangular and is not used by general public for worship. In the inside walls there are carved inscriptions of Narayana and other related inscriptions. There is no idol here in the temple but only an underground spring which breaks out from fissure in a large rock symbolizing the yoni. The Ambuchi festival is held every year in the temple celebrating the menstruation of goddess when the water of the spring turns red with iron oxide resembling menstrual fluid. Although, like the other Hindu temples, the temple is aligned facing east, but rituals and worship is done facing north. The Kamakya temple has a beehive like shikara. On the walls of the temple there are sculptured images of Chamundeswari, gains and other dancing features. For its development, the temple was renovated and rebuilt many times. In 1658, Ahom king Jayadvaj Singha and later other Ahom kings also renovated the temple. King Rudra Singha and his son Siba Singha are also known to have taken care of the temple during their lifetime. In the Kamakya temple, both Hindu and Tantric rituals are practiced as they symbolize the fusion of faith and practices of Aryan and non-Aryan elements in Assam. According to the Yogini Tantra, the religion of Yogini Pita is of Kirata origin. Banikanta Kakati, a renowned literature figure of Assam, said that there was earlier a tradition of offering worship to the Kamakya by sacrificing pigs. The Kamakya goddess is worshipped according to both the Vamachara left hand path and the Dakshinachara right hand path worship modes. The offerings to the goddess mostly include flowers and sometimes it might also include sacrifices of animals. Generally, female animals are exempt from sacrifice. The Kamakya temple also holds puja for repelling dark spirits and ghosts. The Kamakya temple has been famous for black magic for decades. The temple has been in the light for its special puja to remove and curb black magic. This puja is performed by sadhus and agoris who reside inside the temple premises. This puja involves rituals which help people who are suffering from problems related to black magic. These sadhus can be found everywhere inside the complex. It is believed that 10 Mahavidyas are present here. The Kamakya temple also holds puja for repelling dark spirits and ghosts. The puja conducted by this tantric help one to get rid of negative energies surrounding him. It sparks up to life, especially during Ambuchi Mela when thousands of tantric visit the temple shrine. These tantric helps the people requiring their help and also showcase their power. Animal sacrifices take place during these pujas, such as goat, pigeon, buffalo, etc. It is believed that most of the Kaul Tantras originated from Kamarupa. It is believed that for a tantric to be completely powerful, he must pay a visit to Kamakya and pay his offerings and prayers to the goddess Kamakya. The tantric can also help to bless people with marriage, children, wealth. Most of the ceremonies take place in the complex, involve the use of animal sacrifice. Sacrificing a goat or buffalo is seen as a common practice in the Kamakya temple. The sacrifice of female animal is strictly prohibited in this temple complex. The temple is also known for Vishakaran Tantra. It is ritual practice carried out by tantric to help one to undergo attraction towards others. This practice is carried out when one wants someone to agree with him and his interest in a good way. By using the Vasikaran method, one can convince another person to agree with their thoughts. This ritual is believed to help people to come closer to each other and mend relationships. It is believed to prevent divorces and also help to bring a lot of wealth and prosperity to life. The Ambu Mela is one of the most important festival of the Kamakya temple. This yearly Mela is celebrated during the monsoon season that happens to fall during the Assamese month Ahar around the middle of June when sun transit to the zodiac of Mithuna. When the Brahmaputra river is in spate, it is believed that Devi Kamakya, the presiding goddess, goes through her annual cycle of menstruation during this period. It is also believed that during the monsoon rains, the creative and nurturing power of the menses of Mother Earth becomes accessible to devotees at this site during the Mela. During the Ambuchi Mela, the doors of Kamakya temple remains closed for 3 days. During these 3 days, some restrictions are observed by the devotees, like not performing puja, no pluffing and other farming activities, or reading books. After 3 days, after the ritual bathing of Devi Kamakya and other performing other rituals associated with it, the doors of the temple are reopened and devotees are allowed inside to worship the goddess. Prasad is distributed. In the prasad, there is a strip of wet blood red cloth which is said to be soaked in the menstruating blood of the goddess. Lakhs of pilgrims visit the temple during this Mela. Another interesting fact associated with the Ambuchi Mela is that during this time the Brahmaputra river flowing near the temple mysteriously turns red and then becomes normal post the Mala period. The teachings, rituals, and techniques of Kulachara Tantra Marga of Kamakya have been very carefully kept as guarded secret by the initiates till date. The tradition runs through the system of Guru Shishya Parampara, teacher-student tradition, and most of the knowledge and technique is passed down orally to an initiate by her guru, teacher. The women are an inseparable part of the Kulakara Tantra Marga and holds higher position than their male counterparts and respected as a form of Shakti, Devi. The women play the most significant part and takes leading role in the rituals performed according to the teaching and techniques of Kulakara Tantra Marga. The puja rituals of the Kulakara Tantra Marga are performed very secretly, and non-initiates from Kamakya also are not allowed to participate. The Rajarajeshwari Puja performed during Chaitra Navaratra, Spring Navaratra, for 15 days in the main principal puja ritual of the initiates of Kulakara Tantra Margan of Kamakya temple complex. In the rituals performed during Chaitra Navaratra, all the initiates of Kamakya temples complex participate. The puja rituals are performed behind closed doors, and outsiders and even resident Sabates of Kamakya temples complex who have not been initiated according to the rule and system of the Kulakara Tantra Marga are not allowed to participate in these rituals. More interestingly, in the Kulakara Tantra Marga, there is no discrimination of caste or gender. Any person belonging to any caste and gender can receive initiation from her guru. And after going through the process of initiation, all caste gets merged into a single stream called initiates sadhaka. Every initiate, irrespective of their caste and gender, gets the right to participate in the rituals taught by the Guru. Moreover, in all the puja, rituals, festivals in the Kamakya group of temples are performed or observed according to the system prescribed of Kulakara Tantra Marga. Mother Kamakya is the greatest goddess in the universe. She is the mother of all creations. She is the supreme power of Shiva. She is the source of all the permanent and temporary objects of the universe. She is none else than Sati or Mother Durga. Durga and Kamakya are one and the same goddess. The genital organ of Sati fell on the Nelachal when her dead body was carried by Shiva. The goddess herself came here secretly to satisfy her amour, Kama, with Lord Shiva. So Devi is called Kamakya. She is eternal, mother of universe, existence, thought and joy, chief, mother and guarantor of all desires. The relation with the Ishta, supreme being, is called Nirvana. O goddess of gods, all the Kaula sadhakas are surely enriched with this knowledge. all the persons who get liberation and all the persons who will be liberated in heaven, the earth and the lower regions are emancipated in this way. All persons are liberated in this way. The practice of Pankatattva thus liberates all. The grace of Devi, Divine Mother, is the only guide of the Kaula practice. O Parvati, that is known as Kulatma Diksha, which is obtained from the lotus mouth of Sri Guru.